Alright YouTubes, in today's video we're going to show you around our new workshop. In the previous video I talked about us getting out of our old workshop and it was coming to an end. So it's coming to an end at our previous location of 20 years, my tiny little body shop that I had set up at the back of my house. That's coming to an end, but it's not the end for us. So we've moved to a new premises. Well, we're in the process of moving now. So I'm going to give you a little look around what we're moving into and what's going to be happening here, and I'm going to document it and we can talk about all the setups of a body shop. I can't wait to see the comments and people's opinions and advice on the setup that we're going for. So I'll give you a little look round. We've started some work in here already, and things are happening really soon. So over the next few weeks I'm going to try and document all the stuff going in. So I'll give you a quick look. So we've got a little office here. Let's start at the office. So there's our entrance in. Got a little office. It's empty at the moment. Well, we've got a couple of chairs and a table, and we're making tea. So we've made a good start. We can make tea here, and we've got a little kitchenette. A few bits in it, and obviously a toilet. And an hand dryer, which I'm really pleased about. So this is our little office space. So there'll be a bit of work going on in here, fitting it up, and this is the workshop. So there's our entrance in. We've got all the electrics in now. And that's it. It's empty at the moment, so we've started work. So obviously the office has been done, that's been built. We've had all the electrics in, we've got all the supply in for the compressor to go in. Started doing the airlines, the pipe work for the airline. A friend of mine's been he's been doing it, I haven't been helping him. He's been doing it himself. Got supplies in, plugs. And then this corner, spray booths going in. So the spray booth's going to go here. We've got the supply in for the spray booth, sockets, drop downs, and again more sockets, isolators for the ramp so we can move the ramp in different positions, and more plug sockets. So in the next few days the spray booth's turning up. So spray booth I've gone to, and I said I'd give them a shout out. Same spray booth company that installed my spray booth at home. So it's Howtech spray booth we've got coming in here. So it's called an Airstream. It's going to be backdraft booth, so rear extraction. We're not going for floor extraction. So we're getting a brand new Howtech spray booth coming in. And I will record it, I'll have to check with the guys installing it what I can record, but we'll record it turning up and being delivered and the start of it and the progress of that. I'm not sure what I'll be able to record of the guys doing it. So spray booth's coming, it's Friday, it's coming on Monday, and they're going to start that. We're running it on LPG because there's no gas here, so we've got gas being installed, and we're going to run it off of LPG bottles. So spray booths going in that corner, and later on today I'm meeting the compressor guy. The compressor's here already, so I'll record that a bit later on when I get here with the compressor guy. The compressor's in another unit at the moment. They're letting me store stuff in while we've been waiting for this to be finished, while we painted the floor and all the rest of it. So the floor's all been painted. I've been manoeuvring my old Honda in here just to see how it will lie with bays and where we're going to work. So yeah, like I said, we've got a Howtech booth going in there. Also going to have a Howtech mixing room, which is going next to it here. So booth here, mixing room here, and the plan is to have 3 bays here for cars. Not sure yet until we get everything in how we're going to arrange it. We're sort of thinking one's going to go diagonal here, and then 2 bays here. Obviously we're going to have toolboxes and stuff taking up room. So until we get all the bits and bobs in, we won't know for certain. But looking at it, I think we're gonna, you know, we're gonna be comfortable with 4 cars in here, no problem to work on. So yeah, the plan is 3 bays there for cars, another bay here in front of the mixing room alongside the booth. The booth comes up to that pillar, ends about here, and we'll have a bit of space at the front as well. And until we get it all in and start bringing cars in, we're not going to know exactly. But yeah, they're the four main bays really, three over there and 1 there. So yeah, exciting, nerve-wracking, all the emotions you can think of all in one go. Like I say, I've been so used to having my setup at home, like I say, since 2006. So this is a massive move for me and Reese. We weren't sure whether we was going to do it. The situation's changed where we are currently, and it was either give it all up and move on a different path, or we put everything into it and try and make this work. So that's what we decided we're going to do. We're going to go all out and try and make this work. I'm really looking forward to it. Like I say, it's been really stressful. It hasn't been really stressful, it's been an enjoyable stress because it's exciting. So there's a lot of emotions involved, and you know, it was difficult. You know, 20 years have been, you know, running my business, you know, pretty much on my own with a couple of employees over the years. And Reese, me and Reese want to stay together, we want to make a go of it. So this is what we're going to do. We're just going to put everything on the line and go for it, and try and make this work. Try and make our work standards better. We're going to have a lot better equipment, you know, with the booth and the compressor. We've got a 15 horsepower screw compressor. So we have, you know, it's going to improve things. Efficiency is going to improve. And yeah, I'm not going to go too far into the future, but with plans, just got to get all our stuff in here, get in here, get all our stuff moved over, and give it the best shot we can, and try and make it work. I'm a stickler for the quality of our work. I'm always pushing to try and make it as best as I can. And you know, in this setup, hopefully it's going to improve the quality and the efficiency as well, so we'll be able to do better quality work and more efficiently. So hopefully that'll cover the bills. Who knows? Let's not go there. Let's just get in and get set up. So yeah, I'm not sure what I'll record. I'm going to just record stuff going in as it happens, and until we get set up, and then moving day we'll record that, getting all the stuff over, and yeah, exciting times for us. So I'll end it here. When my mate gets here, who's doing the compressor stuff with me, well, I'm not sure whether it want to be recorded, but I'll show you the compressor coming in. It's a bit of a monster. It's way bigger than what I thought it was from the pictures. So with this video will be a bit of the compressor going in. We're going to do a night shift and try and get this ring main, because that's what we've got. It's a ring main. We're using John Guest plastic fittings. Not ideal. I'd love to have done it all in alley, but the costs of all of this is spiraling on a daily basis. So it's a good happy medium, the John Guest. It's quite serviceable, and if you do have bits that fail, break down, it's quite easy to fix. So basically, yeah, it's a ring main gone in, so it'll go all the way round. It goes up in that trunking where the cabling is, and then we've got drop downs there. There's going to be a couple more drop downs to the mixing room and the booth, and then it comes back to where it started. Having it as a ring main, it reduces the amount of fluctuation and pressure drops and stuff, where it's constantly pressurized all the time. So when you have demands in other areas, it doesn't really affect you. And yeah, with the booth and everything, when we get to that point, we're going to talk about what I'm going to coat it with and protect it with. Obviously, it's a massive investment, and I want this investment to last, and I want to protect it. With the coatings and stuff, it's a bit of a minefield. I either do it with the vinyl wrap type stuff. There's a few products out there. From what I've seen, it seems to like peel off a little bit, and then it starts looking ropey. The way I've been doing my booth lately, I've done all the coatings. I've done the tacky coats, I've done various manufacturers tacky coats, different ones. Then I was doing the 3M one, which was a good in between. The only downside to them tacky coats is if you leave it too long, then it needs jet washing, causes a lot of mess to clean it down, but they are effective. They're good for keeping dirt down, obviously, because of the tackiness of it. And it will work a bit different in there. I've used to find in my booth at home, the tacky coat, I get condensation in that booth where it's close to the outside elements, being in my garage. And the tacky coat in the winter months, I get condensation on the walls and it would melt it, and then it wouldn't be protecting where it was wet. So, and you know, so that was an issue there, which probably won't be an issue here. The other option is the peelable one. And what I find with the peelable one is it's great. It makes a booth nice and bright and white, especially if your walls are a little bit old or you haven't got painted walls. It's almost, you're getting 2 in 1, where you're getting a white wall and it's protected, and it works and it peels off no problem. But I found where it didn't have no tackiness that my jobs were dirtier. So what I have been doing in my booth at home is putting the peelable on, so it's easy to take down and less mess with, you know, with not having to jet wash it and stuff like that and scrub it out. And then I've been putting a coat of tacky coat over the peelable one, but I found in my booth, and my booth's way overdue for it now, but it's going, so I haven't bothered taking it off. Is it sort of after a little while it's reacted and pickled it, so that was a little thing that I tried, peelable with a tacky over the top. I am inclined to maybe try that or just tacky it, and the cost is a bit high for having, and the cost is a bit high for the vinyl wrap stuff, which, yeah, I'm not too sure on that neither. So I'd love your input and comments on that. What would you recommend out of those 3 or 4 different options of coating the booth? I'm not going to bother coating the floor. It'd just be, if I've got too many things to maintain, it's just, yeah, it's going to compound on top of all the work I've got to do. And then, yeah, mixing room, I've got a few bits and bobs, got a few little bits of equipment, second-hand and new, so I'll go through all of that as we progress. And that's it for now. I'll come back later when we start putting the compressor in. Right then, YouTubes, it's the following day. Me and the compressor guy was here till about 11 o'clock, and then I was here till about 1 o'clock in the morning. I couldn't really film any of it. I suggested me filming us putting the compressor in and all that, and firing it up for the first time, and he just smirked, so I don't think he was too comfortable with it. So I didn't record any of it, but I can show you it and talk about it. So the compressor's in now. So it's a Wilkinson Star screw compressor. It's 15 horsepower, 3-phase, built-in dryer. It's got filtration on the back of it, and it's an absolute beast. I love it. I'm well chuffed with it. It's a bit of a monster, this machine, but it's a good, well, it does what it says on the tank, really. It's a good workhorse. It's tried and tested. It's an oldish model, but they've proven to be really reliable, and they're ideal for body shop situations. So yeah, 15 horsepower. I think it's around 50 odd CFM, something like that. So it's pretty much double, really, what I've had out of my single phase tandem 4 horsepower piston compressor. Noise level's not too bad. We've put it on some rubber mats that I had that I used to use for getting low cars up on the ramp. And yeah, we've fired it up. Had all the airlines, well, it's all connected. There's still more to do because we've got a bit more drop down and stuff to do. When the booth's in, there's Jessie. She loves it in here, by the way. I don't know what that means, but I think it means she's happy. But anyway, so yeah, so there's a bit more to do, but the ring's in now, so that's how he's done it. He's fantastic, the guy I use for my compressor. What I normally use for servicing and repairs on my other one. I've known him for a good few years now, and he's done all this for me. So he's done it as a ring main basically, so it goes all the way around the workshop. Handy having that rail up there for where the electricians put all my electrics in for me. They put that rail up there for all the electrics to sit on. So we've utilised that. So it goes down, we've got drop down there. Every drop down's got 2 outlets and a little regulator. And I'll go through that. There's air in the system now from yesterday. There's a couple of small leaks. Sort of expected there might be the odd one, but then it obviously follows all the way round, goes all the way round, back to the T-piece, to the compressor, so it stays, you know, constantly pressurised all the time, and there's no like travelling of the air. You know, when it drops a little bit, having it as a ring, it's constantly full pressure in the whole system, which is really good. I'm really pleased about that. Do you know what? I didn't even know about that, to be honest with you, until he said we'll create a ring main with it. It's a lot better. So yeah, we've got drop downs for every bay really. That's the drop down there between the mixing room's going to be here and the booth's going to be here. So he is going to come off of this and create another outlet going into the booth separate, which would be, you know, around this area. And then he's going to tee off of that as well. And we're going to have one more outlet where the end of the mixing room would be, probably around here. We'll have another outlet there. So we're sort of catering for every bay really. Like I say, I've had a little play with some cars in here, and quite comfortable 3 cars along here. So this is going to be classed as 3 bays. We'll have another bay here in front of the mixing room, and then bit of space around it. There's still going to be juggling about. It's not a big enough unit to have gangways through to bays, but you know, a lot more room than I'm used to. So hopefully, well, not hopefully, it will be a lot more efficient. So yeah, compressors in, like I say, and yeah, just putting this modular together. So I bought a Sealy modular, like toolbox and storage and bench and stuff. So I'm starting to put this together now, so that's where I'm at. Yeah, so the video's gone out of me, you know, it's coming to an end, and so I've got to put a bit of an apology out there. I never realised my acting was so good, to be honest with you. Yeah, it's not, you could say it's clickbait, I suppose it is. That's not my style, so yeah, I may have upset the odd person, and then I didn't realise I may have lost some subscribers thinking that it's all over, where they never watched the end. So that was an oversight on my part. It goes to show that I never think thoroughly about the videos I put up. But it was a bit, yeah, I weren't lying, it was over there, but I just wanted to tease everyone, you know. And yeah, I just want to say that, like, you know, comments are coming through now as I speak, as I'm videoing this, so I'm going to get this video out soon. Like I say, it's about 10 o'clock on Saturday now. The video's been up for a while, and yeah, just again, the overwhelming support and the love from everyone in the comments about how pleased they are that I'm still carrying on with the channel, and how gutted people were when they, you know, watched the video. I didn't mean to lie and trick people. I do feel bad about that, and now sort of regretting it a little bit. But I just wanted to create, you know, I wanted to have that teaser at the end. I didn't want to just go straight in and tell everyone. That was the thinking behind it. There was no, you know, it wasn't there just to hook people in. Just I want, you know, I can't really say that I want to be honest, but I just wanted to sort of draw people in and then give them a bit of good news at the end, for the people that were gutted about it coming to an end. So yeah, apologies for that. So this is where we're at. I don't know, do you want to watch me put that together? Because I've been struggling with it. All the instructions for every item, even though they're all separate, all the instructions are the same, and it looks a bit different to mine, so I'm just getting all the bolts out. They're all pretty much the same. I'm winging it. So yeah, a stainless steel bench, and I don't know if this is my mistake or whether it's the person I ordered it off, and that person knows who it is because he watches it. But I ordered this modular system, and they're pretty good for the price, I think, but with 2 cupboards on the end. And it's been here for a couple of weeks because, yeah, I haven't been able to put it up because we've been waiting for the floor to be painted and stuff. And yeah, the model number for this kit is wrong to what I thought I ordered, so I'll have to have it out with him, see who's made the mistake here. I don't think it was me, because I checked it a few times, but is what it is. Yeah, so it hasn't got the end cupboard, so hopefully I'm going to set this up and see what it looks like, to be honest with you. I wouldn't have minded the end cupboards, because I've got a bit of space for it. So that's going here in this corner. There's like the, I don't know what you call it, like the paneling that you can put all different tool attachments to hold tools on, so that goes there. And then there's cupboards at the top. I'll film a little bit of it, but we're all here at the moment. The dogs are here, Malcolm's here. He don't want to be here, he's either looking at himself or he wants to go out. Jess is here, they've calmed down. Mrs. Humble's here as well, making the tea, because she's good at that. And where's Reese gone? And Reese is outside somewhere. There he is, on his dog and bone as usual. So, put the kettle on, love. So I'll record a bit of this, and then that's going to be it, because tomorrow, no, not tomorrow, Monday, the booths come in, so I'll get a bit of footage of that turning up. I'll sneakily film that. I'll see what the guys are like that are going to install it, see if I can maybe set a camera up and just record a bit of time lapse of that. And then we'll see the first day of the next video will be the first day's progress of the booth going in. So yeah, exciting times. That's my favourite bit. I can't wait for that. So hopefully within a week or so, should take them with the booth and mixing room, start moving it in and getting it all set up and making some proper progress. So yeah, do you really want to see me put that together? Maybe I'll put it all together and I'll show you it right at the end, and that'll be it for this one. Definitely not in that. Oh, I need the cupboards, don't I? Yeah, but it took me, what was I looking for? It took me 3 hours to find something, didn't it? Yeah. What was missing? Oh, my knife. So it took me 3 hours to find my knife, 45 minutes to put it up, and I only wanted the knife to cut the boxes. Mrs. Humble's doing the finishing touches so she can take all the glory for it. And no, I won't shut up. Yeah, I will. I will shut up. So that's it. Not bad actually. Sealy. Be nice to be snap on, but can't have everything, can we? So I've just got to find out what's happening with the end cupboards now. Who ordered it wrong? Mark from Paint Services. Yes, Mark from Paint Services. He couldn't have ordered it wrong. He gets everything right. Must have been me. That's it for this one. So next one's going to be the booth turning up and coming in. So look out for that video. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. We'll see you again soon. Look after yourselves. Cheers. Say bye, Miss Humble.